Hello, grade 4 students, class 4-3. This is Mr. Waterman speaking with today's language arts lesson. I hope everyone is doing safe and well. Welcome back to school. I hope you all had a fantastic summer vacation with your parents and your other family members if you saw them. Okay, time for us to get back to work. Well, I have a fun little project here for all grade 4 language arts students, okay, 4-1, 4-2, and 4-3, you are all watching. This is going to be the first little mini project back for you all to do for the school year in semester 2, okay? Now, I have also talked to Miss Kim and Mr. Stacy about this, and they also have the example that I'm holding in my hand. What I would like to do with you for today's lesson is to go through exactly what it is that we would like you to do. Okay, so as you can see here from the title at the top of the page in the wave banner that I made, the title is A Snapshot of My Summer Vacation. Okay, so that's the title that all of you are to be using for this project, just to keep it nice and simple. The only thing that you will have to change in the title is, of course, your name, your class, and your student number. So all of you know Mr. Waterman's Korean name is Taejun Lee, okay? Taejun Lee, 4-3, number 50. Just as a reminder, in English, we write our first name first. So Taejun comes first, and then Lee, my last name, comes after my first name. So please make sure you put it in the correct format, followed by your class, followed by your student number. Please write it exactly as you see it here in the example. Do not write your name and class outside of the box. Do not write it below the box. Do not write it up here. Do not write it down here. Please do it exactly as you see it in the example, okay? So, in the example, you can see I have just made a simple chart, and I have 4 different things that I did with my family over the summer vacation. And I have 4 different pictures to go along with it. So I'm going to read you each of the things that I did. Please feel free to follow along with me as I'm reading, okay? I'm going to look at the first one. My family and I went to Kogane Park near our house. We had a picnic, and my mom made many delicious foods. She made kimbap. Kimbap is a hand roll made with rice, ham, and many vegetables. My sister and I rode our bicycles around a large park. It was hot, but really fun. Okay, so that's the first thing that Taejun did with his family. As you can see, here's Taejun riding his bicycle, and here's his sister behind him. They're at Kogane Park. And down here, Taejun has drawn a picture of the kimbap that he and his family ate. Okay, now, for the pictures, if you have actual pictures that you want to scan or print and put here, that's fine. But if you draw the pictures in and color them, that is fantastic. You can use color pencils. You can use marker to color your pictures, okay? So that's the first thing that Taejun and his family did. Now, please pay attention to how many sentences are in each part. So going back to the first part, a full stop. One full stop is a sentence. So I have 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sentences, okay? If you all can write about 5 to 6 sentences for each part, that's fantastic. This is semester 2, so now you're going to have to do a little bit more in language arts than you did in semester 1, okay? Let's look at the second picture and look at what Taejun has written. Please listen and read along. I went to the swimming pool with my dad. There is a large indoor swimming pool close to my house, so my dad and I walked there. We went in the evening before dinner, and many people were there. My dad is a very good swimmer. I hope I can swim as well as he can in the future. I think swimming is very good exercise. Okay, so you can see there's Taejun and his dad in the swimming pool. Okay, and then there are other people there in the pool too, all having a good time. Remember again, pay attention to the number of sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And when you're writing, use plenty of adjectives to describe the experience. So I said, good swimmer. Okay? Very good exercise. Large indoor swimming pool. Okay? Describe and give a lot of fantastic details. Let's move on to the next one. Now this is going to be my favorite one that I'm going to describe because it's about food. And you all know that Mr. Waterman loves cooking very much. Please listen and read along. My sister and I made pizza together. It was a lot of fun. We made the dough with flour and water. We put tomato sauce, cheese, mushrooms, pepperoni, and black olives on our pizza. We put it in the oven and watched the cheese melt. It was very tasty. Our parents liked it too. Pizza is very easy to make. Okay, so now let's look at the sentences again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Taejun wrote 8 sentences here because he really liked describing the pizza. Okay? And you can see there's Taejun and his sister. Look at how happy they look because they've made that pizza. Yum, yum. Okay? Now let's move on to the next one, which is the last one, number 4. Every summer vacation, our teachers give us a lot of homework. My sister and I had to study language arts, math, science, Japanese, and Korean. We had a lot of homework, but it was not difficult. We like to study together, and our mother always gives us so much food to eat. Okay? So now you can see Taejun studying here with his sister, all their homework, and they have food around them. Okay? Now for this last one, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences because they're very long sentences, and I had many sentences in the other ones, okay? So when you think about this, you should have no less than 20 sentences total, okay? Try to write at least 5 sentences for each one, okay? Now, I have this example here to give you an idea about what it is you need to write about. I know because of coronavirus, maybe you and your family didn't go a lot of places this year. That's okay. That's why I used 2 examples of outdoor activities and I used 2 examples of indoor activities, okay? If all of your activities are outside, that's okay. If all of your activities are inside, that's okay. The most important thing for you to do is to tell me about what you did over your summer vacation. If you only did things with your family, that's okay. If you did some things with your friends, that's okay. If you did some things by yourself and only by yourself, that is okay. The most important thing we're looking for here is the writing and the pictures, okay? Please try to write at least 5 sentences in each space, okay? So now, because you're grade 4, we're trying to get you used to writing a little bit more than you were writing before. And if you have been writing your journals, this should be no problem, okay? All right. Now, this example is going to be on the school's website and on Mr. Waterman's page. You can check, okay? Now, this is what you are going to be writing in. This is the student copy, okay? As you can see, it looks very similar to the example, okay? Don't worry about the border on the bottom. If it looks like that, if it's cut off, that's totally fine. The most important part here is the wave title banner, and then the spaces for you to write, and the spaces for you to draw your pictures. Now, this line here is going to divide each part, okay? So you'll have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures, and you'll have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces where you're writing. Please write small and please write neat. And please make sure we can see your full stops. Okay? It's very, very important. All right? So I'm just going to give you an idea here about what I'm talking about. So as I'm writing, I'm just going to write my example again by hand so you can see it a little bit better. So I said, for the first part, I said, my family and I went to Kogane Park near our house. Okay? Don't forget this is a paragraph, so space over, indent. Okay? You see how I space over? That's the indent. That's how you start every paragraph. Okay? Let me continue. We had a picnic. And my mom made many delicious foods. She made kimbap, which Mr. Waterman loves, kimbap with no sesame seeds because he's allergic. Okay? Kimbap is a hand roll made with rice, ham, and many vegetables. My sister and I rode our bicycles around the large park. It was hot, but really fun. Okay, now, do you see how small I've written? And I managed to fit everything in from the example, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines that you can write on. You should be able to get 5 sentences on the 9 lines, even if you write a little bit large, okay? So I had 6 sentences here, and all 6 sentences of mine were able to fit. Now, do you see how my writing doesn't go over here? Do not go over the line, okay? Do not write over the line into the picture, okay? This line is here for a reason, okay? When you look at this line, one side is your writing, one side is your picture, okay? All right. Now, when you go on to the next one, please remember to indent. You're going to indent every time you start a new paragraph, okay? If you do your writing first, it's easier to get the writing out of the way. Do all of your writing first, do your pictures last. You want to do your pictures last because it takes time to draw and it takes time to color, okay? I'm not going to do all of it. I'm just going to do a few lines from the second part. I went to the swimming pool with my dad. There is a large indoor swimming pool close to my house, so my dad and I walked there. Okay, so again, you see how I've written small and I'm able to get my information there, okay? So take your time with this assignment and remember what I said. Write neatly, make sure we can see your full stops. Do all of your writing first, like I'm doing, and then do your pictures last. Do not write over the line. Do not draw outside of the box. Keep everything in the box. See how everything is in the box here? The title stays in the box. My name, class, and student numbers stay in the box. Do not write outside of the box. Do not write across the line. Do not draw outside of the box, okay? This needs to be nice and neat work because your teachers are going to hang this up in their classroom, outside of their classroom. Some of this work may go onto the bulletin board. You want to do a nice job, okay? Most importantly, what you need to remember, this is a project. We are going to look at this very carefully. You're going to get a grade. This is a big grade. This grade will go onto your report cards, okay? You know how your teachers give you a score of 4, 3, 2, and 1, right? So you know which scores are the high scores. You know which scores are the low scores. Do a very nice job on this work. This will be used as part of your report card grade, okay? Now, if you have any questions about anything, make sure you email your teachers. You can email Mr. Waterman, you can email Ms. Kim, or you can email Mr. Stacy, okay? Please do a nice job on these. We look forward to seeing you very soon. This work you need to bring to school when it's time to come to school the second full week of September, I believe. Whenever you come to school, bring this in, give it to your homeroom teachers, okay? Take care, be safe, stay well, and do a nice job on this. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.